वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
In the 22nd shlok of the second adhyay of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna tells Arjun, just as a person discards the old clothes and wears new clothes, in the same way the soul gives up the old bodies and gets new bodies. Even though we cremate the body of a loved one after his death, but does that person's body really get destroyed? Won't the same form be ever seen again after the soul leaves the body? This is the question to which everyone will answer. Yes, the body is destroyed. Anyway, the soul is formless. So how can't it be seen in the form of the same body? Now we will say no. Even though the soul has no shape, after death, it's not only the soul of the human that remains. Rather, a person renounces this material body and adopts a subtle body equal to the size of the thumb, which we cannot see with our eyes. Wearing this subtle body, the human soul either wanders on the earth or enjoys the fruits of its actions in heaven or hell. According to mythological beliefs, the soul, along with the subtle body, goes to heaven or hell. And owing to the bondage of its karma, assumes the same old body structure as it had assumed on earth. So, is it possible that a dead person can come back to this earth from heaven or hell after assuming the old body again? Today, we will give you proof of this through this video.
एष राजा दशरथो विमानस्थः पिता तव काकुत्स्थमानुषे लोके गुरुस्तव महायशा.
In the 119th adhyay of Yuddha Kand of Shri Valmiki Ramayana, Mahadevji tells Shri Ram, "Look, Kakutstha Kulnandan, here your father, King Dasharath, is sitting on the plain. He was your great guru in the human world." This episode is from the Yuddha Kand of Valmiki Ramayana when Mother Sita was undergoing Agni Pariksha. In this episode, Dasharath himself comes from heaven on a plane to testify about the sanctity of Sita. After giving the necessary message to Ram, Sita and Lakshmanji, King Dasharath went to Indralok. But a question arose in our minds that Maharaj Dasharath had passed away to the heavens when his son Shri Ram left for the forest. Then how can Mahadevji make Prabhu Ram see the same physical form of his father Dasharath much after killing Ravan? Because his body was cremated, then how can his soul be seen in the same form? We get the answer. In the 34th adhyay of Shanti Parva of Mahabharata, where Vaishampayanji is telling King Janameji how the men who have given up their bodies can be seen in the same form.
अविप्रणाशः सर्वेषां कर्मणामिति निश्चयः कर्मजानि शरीराणि तथैवाकृतयो नृप.
Vaishampayanji says, the theorem says that without enjoying the fruits of all karmas, they are not destroyed. The body or the other forms that the soul takes is a result of the deeds. This means that until a person does not experience the fruits of his deeds, he does not give up his body, even if he is dead. And the last rites of his body are completed, but his soul, whichever lok it resides in, is seen in his old form. Vaishampayanji says that under the protection of Bhutnath Bhagwan, the 5 elements, that is, the elements from which our body is made, cannot be destroyed. Even if our bodies perish, when the bodies are destroyed, these 5 elements are only disassociated with it. They are not annihilated. As long as the remaining karmas of the body do not decay, the soul remains in harmony with that body. Only when the remaining karmas are decayed, he attains the amorphous form of the soul. Whichever body the dependent soul uses to function must be used to experience the results of his deeds. The results of the mental deeds have to be experienced by the mind, and the results of the physical deeds have to be experienced by assuming the body. As an example of this, we take you to Adhyay 29 of Putra Darshan Parva of Shanti Parva of Mahabharata, where Dhritarashtra is saddened by the death of his sons, and Gandhari Kunti plead to Vyasji for a vision of their dead sons.
लोकानन्यान् समर्थोऽसि स्रष्टुं सर्वान् तपोबलात् किमु लोकान्तरगतान् राज्ञो दर्शयितुं सुतान्.
Here, Mata Gandhari is telling Vyasji, you are capable of creating another world with the power of your tapa. Then, what is the big deal for you to bring the sons who have crossed over to the other world to meet the king once? Hearing these words of Mother Gandhari and similar request of Mother Kunti, Vyasji says,
भद्रे द्रक्ष्यसि गान्धारी पुत्रान् भ्रातॄन् सखींस् तथा वधूश्च पतिभिः सार्धं निशि सुप्तोत्थिता इव.
Dear Gandhari, tonight you will see your sons, brothers and their friends. Your daughters-in-law will look like they have woken up with their husbands. Hearing the words of Maharishi Vyas, everyone happily started for the banks of the Ganges, chanting great slogans. Then, at nightfall, Mahatejasvi Mahamuni Vyasji entered the holy waters of Bhagirathi and invoked all the people from Pandav and Kaurav sides. After this, the same fearful words of the armies of Kauravas and Pandavas began to appear from the water, Drona, etc. With their entire armies started coming out of that water in large numbers. Virat and Drupad with their sons and armies, the 5 sons of Draupadi, Abhimanyu, the demon, Ghatotkacha, Karan, Duryodhan, Maharati Shakuni, Dushasan, all the sons of Shikhandi, etc. came out of the water with their uniforms, flags, vehicles, etc. All of them had given up their enmity, ego, anger and jealousy. Munivar Vyas was pleased and gave divine eyes to Dhritarashtra with his tapobal. Gandhari had also been endowed with divine knowledge. Everyone met each other. After that, Vyasji immersed all the people, and all those great kings disappeared in a flash. By diving into Bhagirathi, all of them went to their respective worlds with chariots and flags.
क्षणेनान्तर्हिताश्चैव प्रेक्षतामेव ते भवन् अवगाह्य महात्मानः पुण्यां भागीरथीं नदीम्.
It is mentioned in many places in the Purans that many warriors and monks live in other worlds in their earthly form even after their death. In the 7th Adhyay of Sabha Parva of Mahabharat, it is mentioned that Valmiki, Pulatsya sit in the court of Indra, Arishtanami, Matsya, Bharat, Bhagirath, Ven, Janak, King Prutu, Sagar, etc. sit in Yamraj's assembly. Very soon, we will show you the complete details of all these worlds and the complete list of those who reside in them through different videos. For now, if you like this video, then please press like and please do tell us in the comment section the other information you expect from us, through which you can be free of all the worldly attachments and greed and find your path to the better world.
परापरज्ञस्तव परो नाभिमान दुदीरितः अपरज्ञः परां बुद्धिं ज्ञात्वा मोहाद् विमुच्यते.
That is, one who is stuck in the knowledge of the material world cannot rise above pride, but the person who knows the Supreme Soul, who is dear to all, gets endowed with superlative knowledge and rids himself of greed. Namaskar.